Hi, my name is Dave Upthegrove, State Representative from the 33rd District, which includes the west half of the city of Kent. We're here right now at the Horseshoe Bend Levee along the Green River. This past year, the legislature was able to provide $10 million to the city of Kent to begin repairs of this levee. Why is this important? Because as many of you have heard in the news, we're facing an increased risk of flooding here in the Kent Valley. Prior to the 1960s, much of the valley here was in agriculture, but in the early 60s, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built a dam, the Howard Hansen Dam, on the Green River to hold the water back. Since then, the valley's developed into economic activity. It's become the second largest warehouse and distribution center on the West Coast. But earlier this year, the Army Corps of Engineers found some damage, some structural damage on that dam. And because of that, it means that until those repairs are done, the dam won't be able to hold as much water behind it. So if we have periods of high rain this winter, the Corps of Engineers will likely have to let water over that dam. The level of water in the Green River will rise, and we're at serious risk of flooding in the Kent Valley. That's why right here we've got sandbags piled up along this levee. Because of this risk, I want to encourage everyone to consider purchasing flood insurance, whether you live in the Kent Valley or whether you work in the Kent Valley. There is insurance available. If you have a home here, the federal government provides insurance up to $250,000 for the structure of your home and $100,000 for the contents of your home. The federal government also has flood insurance available for businesses, up to $500,000 for the structure of the business and $500,000 for the contents of the business. But one of the concerns we've discovered is that if your business is worth more than $1 million, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to purchase insurance for that amount above $1 million. And that's a big deal because we have a lot of businesses here in the Kent Valley that are related to manufacturing in the aerospace industry where they'll have pieces of equipment that are worth over $1 million alone. So one of our priorities in Olympia this year is going to be to make some changes in state law to create something called a Joint Underwriting Association, which is a nonprofit state government structure to help provide affordable supplemental flood insurance for areas where the market no longer exists. This is absolutely critical to help protect these businesses. A lot of Kent citizens have asked me what should they be doing in preparation for possible flooding. I have a couple recommendations. First and foremost, purchase flood insurance if you haven't already. I want to be very clear on that. I encourage you to make sure you're protecting your home and your business with flood insurance. Secondly, I'm going to put a few websites on the screen. One of them will send you to a link where you can give your contact information to the city of Kent so that when there's an emergency, you can get current information, whether it's on evacuation or emergency services. The reason the city's doing this is a lot of people now, like me, use our cell phones or text messages to communicate. You might not have a home phone line, or you might not use that as your primary source of information. So you can go to this website, make sure they've got your cell phone number, make sure they've got your email, or whatever method you want to be contacted in the event of emergency. Also on the screen, the links to King County government's flood information. They will always have current, up-to-date information about the current situation and risks and steps that you can take. Some basic steps, like maybe if you have some valuables and valuable paperwork in your house, you might think about maybe moving those now just to be safe. You might also consider protecting your property physically with sandbags, much the way this levee is being protected by sandbags here. The city of Kent provides free sandbags. We'll put a link to information on where to find those free sandbags and sand filling locations. All throughout Kent, there are free sandbags being made available for you to protect your business, as well as information available about how to do it properly. And so to end, my message is simple. It's important to be prepared to get flood insurance, to take advantage of the resources the city's offering, but it's also important not to overreact. The city of Kent remains a good place to locate a business and to live. If you have any questions or if I can be of any assistance, please don't hesitate to contact me. Again, my name is Dave Upthegrove, and my contact information will be available at the end of this video.